Okay, welcome back. We're going to continue our driving videos, and I had some thoughts that I wanted to share with you guys today on my way home, and that subject is going to be illness prevention in a grid down scenario. So let's talk about illness prevention. Some of the easiest ways to prevent illness are directly related to hygiene and personal protection. Hygiene, first and foremost, washing our hands with soap. On a regular basis. Now, that doesn't mean you need to wash your hands every 30 minutes. But you need to wash your hands before you eat, after you use the bathroom. Come on, let's be real. Those are the main times. In a grid down situation, this becomes extremely important because of lack of sanitation during this what would be this event. Along with hand washing to prevent illness, you also need to think about how you're going to get rid of waste. Both household garbage, foodstuffs and things of that nature, and for the most part, you could get away with a compost type setup for your organic material, and then as far as packaging and things of that nature, it can either be reused for other things if it hasn't been in direct contact with foodstuffs, or it could be used as fuel for stoves or for campfires or things of that nature. So keep that in mind, something to think about, to add to your mental toolbox. So we're going to get rid of our garbage. And then something that goes along with that is also in the sanitation category is how we get rid of human waste, i.e. urine and feces. So it's not a fun subject, but it needs to be talked about. If you have been in the military, which I have not, but I have experience in military type situations, I guess. I was in the Boy Scouts forever, became an Eagle Scout, and then I did attend military school in high school, was a member of the JROTC, progressed through the ranks, and did not pursue a career in the military, which I wish I had, but I did not. So back to the point, when we're using the bathroom, we need to have a facility that is far enough away from any water source that we may use, that it won't contaminate it, and it also needs to cover up the ability for you to be located based on that. So my suggestion would be to dig a pit of some sort. You can fill it with aggregate and create, if you have PVC or pipe or whatever, you can use it. You can create a makeshift urinal, and then as far as a commode, house could cover both. But just keep in mind, where you live, what kind of soil you have, where your water table is. Here in the state of Florida, we're very close to the water table. So if you're going to dig into the earth, you're going to hit the water table relatively quickly. So you want to keep that in mind. Beyond that, waste disposal, sanitation, and hand washing. Always treat any water you plan on using, whether it's for cooking or cleaning or drinking. And those are pretty much main points as far as illness prevention when it comes to hygiene. In my opinion, those are the main points. I'm sure we can stretch that list out even farther if we wanted to make a really long video. And then I mentioned in the beginning about PPE. What is PPE? Personal protective equipment. Things such as nitrile gloves or latex gloves, particulate masks, whether it be of the medical surgeon type, where it's just a shield that covers your nose and mouth with a relatively good seal, or if it's a higher level respiratory protection like a painter's HEPA filter mask, or you step it up even further to a self-contained breathing apparatus. These are all possibilities, and I suggest that you look into the options depending on what your budget is and what your area looks like and what you may or may not be prepping for. So things that go along with the PPE, like we said, nitrile gloves, respiratory protection, eye protection. Anytime you're dealing with sick people, there are particulates that can be expelled. You don't want to get them in your eyes or any open wounds that you may have on your hands from working, or you don't want to breathe them in via your respiratory tract, nose and mouth. So just some things to think about for you guys out there. Make sure that part of your prepping supplies are those items that will help you stave off illness and prevent having to treat an illness. It's a lot easier to prevent illness than it is to treat and recover in a situation where your access to medical care is very, very limited. I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did, great. If you have any questions or comments, suggestions, throw them in the comment section down below. And as always, feel free to please upvote, reblog, and I appreciate everybody for their support. As always, until we meet again, stay safe and vigilant.